Oh, hope you guys didn't see that. Top secret stuff. It's the scripts to our next stop motion. It's close, you gotta warn a guy. Hey guys, it's Pat from Elite Action Joe Studios. Just a quick video for you today. A couple reasons. Number one, I mentioned on the room preview that we had done an unboxing and it got completely fouled up. And it's going to be too tough to try, and we could do it, but we decided I got a new box that I didn't need to unbox for you. So I'm going to do like a quick thing on the ones that you guys missed, and then a couple other items. The first item is very important. So we have a question from a subscriber, and his name's Eddie, and he goes by G.I. Joe Eddie. But he asked me a question about, he has loose snaps on some Adventure Team uniforms that are vintage, and the threads are very loose. He wants to re-sew them, but he's afraid that might hurt the value of the uniforms. Now, I explained to him the best I could, my opinion, but I'm not really a G.I. Joe expert, so to speak, especially when it comes to values. And all that, you can see the comment on the last thing that he left on our last video. But to me, it's hard to say, because the value really is whatever somebody who's going to buy it from you wants to pay you. Now, if it was me and somebody said, these pants are original, the snap is original, but the thread was coming out, and so I sewed it very neatly. I told them if it was neat, that it shouldn't affect the value that much, if at all, because I would be happy that somebody fixed it, as long as if you start changing snaps and stuff, people might have issue. But that's my opinion. It's all in the opinion of the person buying it from you, so that could fluctuate. Now, if you guys know anything more on that, if you could go on our last video or comment on this one to Eddie, just your opinions on whether it might hurt the value or not hurt the value. I told him I'd ask you guys for your opinions. So anyway, that being said, appreciate if you guys give us your input on that. Secondly, real quick, my stupid fantasy of finding somebody's Foot Locker. So if any of these people are watching, or if you know any of these people, they have a Foot Locker that's for sale on eBay. Barry Tipka, P. Konecki, Jeff Hawkins, I feel like Patty Mayo. Right?
Oh yeah, he does all the...
Edward Ryan, and then there's one that just says the Bat Case in magic marker.
Here, hold up the list, let's show them.
Here's the list of ones. Now, sometimes I'll do a list and then I forget to do a video and I have to go back, so I did this just right now, which is Saturday, June 5th. Those were on there. So, you know any of these people? And if it's you that's selling it, then ignore it, because you're not going to buy it from yourself. Alright, so that's quick and out of the way. A couple quick shout-outs. G.I. Joe, The Lost Chronicles. I've shouted at him out once before. I also, on the last one, Logic Blaster. He's got some really cool... He gets the reproductions, the club figures, and he does great, neat custom things. He also does reviews on newer Mego stuff. Adventure Team Files. If you haven't seen the Kitchen Caper yet, Adventure Team Files Kitchen Caper, you got to go over there and you got to watch it. This video was shot over 20 years ago, but it's amazing. Please go do that if you have not done that. He's a great guy, and he deserves you guys to support him. Here's in 3 quick ones. Open by Chance. You guys might know about it. This guy doesn't need a shout out. He's got thousands and thousands of subscribers, but he and his wife just talk toys, mostly vintage. They also have a museum that they showcase, and they show a lot of old stuff. So if you're interested in all old toys, it's a great show. They just chat, sort of. He may ramble incessantly like me, and that's okay because I enjoy watching. I watch him all the time. His videos are usually like 30 minutes long, but it's great. And I think at heart he's an adventure team guy. He's got some good Joes on one shelf, but check him out. And two other really quick ones. I have a new subscriber. Well, she's not that new. She's been around for a little bit, but Evelina G. I've communicated with her a couple times, and she hasn't posted anything in a while, but she has some really cool 1/6 scale stuff. If you guys could jump over there, check out her 1/6 scale stuff. She does some custom clothes and stuff. Maybe we can convince her to get going again on some of the 1/6 scale stuff because she's got some really interesting figures. I don't know where she gets them all, but they're very, very cool figures. So Evelina G. I always want to leave off the A. And we'll have all these in the links. And lastly, this is so important to me. All right, so Gary Curtis, I've mentioned him before. He has been I think he was one of our first 10 subscribers, right?
Yeah, I think so. His comments have been there right? A lot.
He comments all the time, but unfortunately, for some reason, I don't know if it's on his end or our end, we haven't figured it out. It happened to us, to a couple other people, but those seem to have been rectified. But his comments, we'll get the notification at the top corner, and we can read it, but it doesn't show up in our comment thread. So I feel horrible, but I can't figure it out from our end. I think he's checked on his end why. But I just wanted to say thank you so much to Gary. He still watches us, even though he doesn't show up in the thread. But luckily, we at least get his notification saying that he commented. I can read the comment there, and then I usually try to give him, answer his question or comment in just the general thing. So Gary, thank you so much for sticking it out. Maybe someday it'll just fix itself. Every once in a while, one will pop in, but I don't know. But thank you so much for sticking with us this long, and hopefully one day that glitch will just fix itself. Okay, so that being said, all that yammering on, but that was pretty quick, wasn't it, for me? Okay.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I did an unboxing. We had audio difficulties that were horrible. And so we were going to try and reshoot it, and I'm like, my wife's like, well, maybe can't you just rebox it? And I know people do that, but I don't like to do that. I like to share it with you, the excitement of me getting it, so I'm like, no. And then I didn't want to try and dub over it because it would be dumb. Okay, so this is what I got. I've talked about Action Man, and this I bid on and got my first Action Man. So I'm very excited. Now, I did in the original, I asked some questions because I don't know much about Action Man, but it seems the head, of course, looks clearly vintage, and it was billed as vintage. The body, of course, it has the Palatoy stamp. I don't know if you can read that. I don't know if our camera's that good.
You can at least tell if there's a stamp there.
We're a low-level show here.
We're just simple guys.
So it's definitely Action Man. There's not a question there, and it has the date on it. My question is, this body is so clean. Like, I'm just wondering if maybe it's because they had a 40th reproduction and a 50th reproduction. Those figures are almost as expensive, if not more expensive, than the vintage ones. So it really doesn't matter. But the rivets are really clean. The only thing that makes me think it's not is these two top rivets are like a little tarnished, but all the other ones are clean. So I don't know. It doesn't matter to me one way or another. I have my first Action Man, so I'm happy about that. And what I paid it didn't really matter to me. It was a great price, so I was happy with it. My second box. So I was very excited. I'm not even going to show it. There's two uniforms, some boots, a gun that had a clip. It was really cool. I'll just show you the main stuff. So I got a head in there. I think I meant to look a little closer, but we've been really busy. I think it's a Walmart reproduction. But something about the eyes looked a little different to me. But I wasn't able to get out and actually, you know what? My commander over here is a Walmart. Let's pull the old commander. Sorry, Commander. I know you're busy. I was reading. You see how it's just a little bit of a difference?
I think the eyes look a little more sad on that head.
And so if you guys, anybody know, like maybe there's something different about this one. It just looks a little different. The eye color, even the the color of the plastic itself. I'll let you get back to your reading. Sorry about that, Commander. Okay, so I don't really care. It's still a cool head. I got a super articulated body with gloves. They need touched up. It's very tight, so that's good. This one was really cool. It didn't say anything, no description. So it looked like maybe a reproduction body, but it had these really cool Mego-looking hands on it. And actually, in the unboxing that we did do, it showed you my age because I couldn't read the little butt stamp because it's not G.I. Joe. I just made out from China. So I asked you guys a bunch of questions. Can you help out? Whatever. And then as soon as we were done filming, Jay looked at the butt and said, without a flashlight and a magnifying glass, he said, it says Real Heroes. Which, if you guys are familiar with Real Heroes, it was a fireman and a police officer that Ertl did. I don't know the year. I can't remember the year, but and Don Levine actually came and helped them with it. So this is that body. Would have had like a different head. The head now, I'm not sure if anybody recognizes the head. I'm almost thinking this is a 40th anniversary Action Man reproduction head. But I'm not 100% sure. It certainly isn't vintage. But if you guys know, if you guys recognize that, just give us a shout out on that. So those are the two that I was unable to do. Well, I did, but we weren't able to use. That being said, so this Action Man came nude, as you see. So I was on eBay the other day, and this is all done with gift certificates from my birthday, from my lovely wife and my loving children. Just to make that clear, these are gifts that I purchased for myself with their kindness. So this I bid on and got, and the guy was a really nice guy. I was able to talk to him a little bit afterwards, actually, and I asked him about combined shipping, and he said I'd be really careful on this one because
don't want to accidentally damage it at all. Or you've missed it.
But anyways, he said that he could. He doesn't have it set up where you can have the request to combine the shipping beforehand, but he would refund, which was fine by me. And then when I asked him about it, he goes, yeah, I can do. It would be about $4, but if you'd rather, I could throw in an extra uniform. And I was like, yeah, throw the extra uniform in. To heck with the. So that was a really, really nice gesture. Now I'm super excited because my, of course, naked adventure team man needs some clothes. So I'll save that for last because that's what he threw in. Actually, I'll save the yellow. So this is what I bid on. And it was hard to tell with the lighting and stuff with the conditions. So these are all Action Men jumpsuits. That one looks good. It's got the stirrups and stuff. There's the tag. Action Man. Action Man, an orange one, another red one. This one off to the side for now. Another red one. And then two of these. And I got to do a little research. But the main reason I bid on these was this one. And so this one is the Red Devil parachutist, which I don't know if you guys remember my unboxing where I had the whole box full of stuff, and I was excited because I got the Red Devil helmet, the Red Devil parachute helmet, and I said, well, maybe one day I'll put together the rest of the uniform. So now I got the uniform. So I'm going to have to steam this one out a little bit and see, and do a little investigation on some of these. So